morning. It is me, Calvin K from Quack Talks. You're watching the business show with myself, Calvin K. I said that twice now. Calvin K. There you go. If you didn't know my name. Calvin K. So you're watching Quack TV because why watch Crap TV where you can watch Quack TV with myself. And remember, every day, because this is the first time I believe I'm live on LinkedIn as well, and I couldn't think a better guest to be on LinkedIn live with for the first time. To all my connections, I sincerely apologise. But yes, no, it's going to be a fabulous, fabulous show. So if you don't know, or you're only tuning in to the business show for the first time, I have a guest on every time that I do the show. The show's not on every day. Life happens, business happens, but I do have my little programs that I send out, so keep an eye for them so you can see who's coming on the show. And this week, so today we've got the fabulous Becky Cooper from Buffalo Books, and it is her birthday. And then also later this week, we've got the fabulous Matt Johnson. We talk about personal branding. On Thursday, we've got Dr. Cecilia Saban talking about heart health within women. And on Friday, we've got Becca Inez and Claire Napper. Christ. Talk about their charity event that they're running all month for Calm. It's going to be a fabulous, fabulous month. So if you are watching live, please jump in the comments, say good morning to me, tell me who you are, what you're doing, who you're doing. If you really want to spill the beans on that, by all means, do tell me. So who we've got? Good morning, Linda Reynolds. Hope you are well, my lovely. It's been a while since we need to catch up. It's been a lovely while. Good morning, Lucy. How? Hope you are well. Oh, honestly, this lady practically shits glitter. Shits happiness. That's what I said to her. Shits happiness. Facebook user, I don't know who you are. You need to click on the little more button at the top or at the bottom. Click allow by StreamYard so I can see your name. Or if you can't do that, just drop your name in the comments for me so I can see it to you. Honestly, it's fine. StreamYard likes to be picky. Becca Inez, not Becca Napper, which I nearly said a minute ago, who was on the show on Friday. So yes, really, really excited for that. And happy birthday, not to me, to my guest. That's right, to my guest, who I will bring on very, very shortly. So we're nearly at the end of this month, people. What have you done to make this month count? I like asking myself this question every now and again. I normally ask myself it at least every week. What have I done to make this week count? It doesn't have to be in business. It can be something for myself. You know, it doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to be anything small, really. It can be whatever you want. It doesn't have to be like for business, etc. It can be for your personal life. And for me, I went to the cinema yesterday. I was literally sat at home, chilling out, and I was a bit like, I don't want to waste today. I really want to chill out. So I went to the cinema. And I saw, what did I see? In the Heights. If you have not seen it, my God, not sponsored, other films are available, but In the Heights is absolutely amazing. Go and see it. It's campus shit, but it's absolutely awesome. I really, really would recommend it, especially if, you know, I've grown up on Council Estate and things, and it's based in Washington Heights in New York, which is, I don't want to say similar to a Council Estate, but kind of similar aesthetics, maybe kind of thing. So it resonated a little bit on how, you know, they are a community and things like that. So it really touched home a little bit. So, you know, seriously, go and watch In the Heights. It's absolutely bloody fabulous. Good morning, Amy Forbin. She's not even on the fucking show yet. You're all saying good morning to her. Oh, happy birthday, and good morning. Honestly, I swear to God, I better bring her on, aren't I? So today's guest is a, how do I describe her? She's alive. She's absolutely a hoot of the party. She's absolutely lighter than life. And it is her birthday, and she's got bright blue hair, and she's obsessed with cows. Well, buffaloes, because, you know, Buffalo Books. Anyway, without further ado, morning.
Cows are pretty good too. Don't just cows.
Cows are pretty good too. So you need to go through and say good morning to everyone because apparently they're all here for you this morning. So
I want to talk about cows. Anyway, morning. So I'm happy. But yeah.
Say hello to everyone. So we've got Linda.
Hello, Linda.
We've got Lucy.
Hello, Lucy.
We've got Becca Inez.
Becca Inez.
We've got Lucy Howard saying happy birthday as well.
Yay.
We've got Amy Forbes saying good morning and happy birthday.
Amy Forbes. Look, it's Claire
Napper. Morning, Claire Napper, saying happy birthday.
Please didn't invite me to the wedding.
What? I'm very confused. Gotta love a cow. Does that mean you've got to love a cow, Becca, by any chance?
It does, yeah. She likes Highland.
You look like a beautiful mermaid. Why am I so short on this? Like, I'm like hid behind the comments. That's a bit better. We've got Tony Jackson. Good morning, Tony with an eye Jackson. Tony the Tiger from Virtual Manager.
Jackson.
Woo! We should not do this show together. Me and Cara Wood should not do this show together. Ever. Because it's just going to
be allowed on LinkedIn. I think that should be in the
it's like I said, apologies to all my connections. So Becky, just in case, you know, someone's been living under a rock, can you just tell us who you are and what you do, my love?
I am Becky Cooper, the blue-haired bookkeeper from Buffalo Books, based in Blackpool.
For your sins.
Yes. I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. # Team Slytherin.
Oh, for God's sake. So, if you want to know what the Team Slytherin's about, people, tune in to Short on Friday and you'll find out loads more about it. So, there's Team Slytherin and all the other houses of Harry Potter. Tune in on Friday, you'll find everything out. So, yes, absolutely fabulous. So, first of all, happy birthday.
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm old now. I've turned old. I'm 25. I know, you're 25. # 96.
96 massive. 96 massive.
Not as massive as Blackpool FC, though.
Oh, well, there we go. I won't know it's football. I don't do sports. I only look at the men in shorts. Who else have we got? Here we go, look.
It's my mama. Morning, Caroline.
Hello. Caroline Andrew Johnston, the networking rebel herself. Happy birthday, gorgeous girl. Oh, ain't she lovely? Ain't she lovely? So, what's new in the world of Buffalo Books? You've been on the show before, so people can go check that out on YouTube. So it's about there. Been on the show before, so obviously Buffalo Books. What's been going on in the world of Buffalo Books? If you can remember when you was last on the show, it might have been the beginning of the year.
There was a changing. So that was like a few months ago, I think. So things have changed since then. I was just still in the setup phase. I was still taking on initial client base, all of that kind of stuff, just kind of raising brand awareness, all that fun stuff, getting my branding done by the fabulous Jordan Allmark. Shameless plug. Now things are moving on a little bit, so we're looking at kind of improving processes, adding value. I'm changing the way I work a little bit, so I have started hot desking last week. I think it was last week. I don't know anymore. I've lost track of time. But yeah, that's quite cool. So it's kind of nice to get a different environment, and I'm also like trying to start networking locally and things. So it's all quite exciting.
Oh, love it. And by the way, just a heads up for everyone, either mine or Becky or both's internet is a little bit shit. So just bear with us.
No.
It's okay, we'll power through. Right, so you dived into a few things there. So first of all, we'll touch on the fact you've got your branding and stuff started. Obviously, me and you work together. Why is it so important for you to get your branding sorted? Like, I do want to touch on that. So we'll talk about personal branding later on this week with another guest. But why was it so important for you to get that branding on point? Because I think, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you really wanted to stand out, didn't you?
I did, yeah. So there's a lot of, I've worked in accounting firms my whole life, and I know that I'm a little bit different to the other people I've worked with, in the sense that I kind of try and make everything fun and interesting as much as I can. I try not to make bookkeeping boring, which is why I won't talk bookkeeping at people a lot of the time. But it's just trying to make it a little bit more friendly rather than suits in offices. I kind of wanted to make things like more casual so that people who weren't a suit type or an office type would feel more comfortable approaching me, and it's just a different niche, I suppose. So I really needed my branding to reflect that, so that people would know to come to me, really, more than anything. If the branding screams friendly and comfortable is the main thing, I think, then it helps.
Yeah. You're completely right. With me owning a small business in the past, working with small business owners, knowing small business owners, when accounts and bookkeeping is one of them, I'm going to say weird things in the world of business, especially for small business owners, because you're either petrified by them or you've done them for years and either really know what you're doing or you don't. There's no because you're not an accountant, you're not a bookkeeper. No offense to people, it's that old cliche. Like, if it's not what you actually do, don't do it. So that's why I know when we worked on your branding, you did say you wanted comfortable, approachable. I think the way it is, even the name. It could be like Cooper and Partners. That sounds
Cooper Associates.
Yeah,
wasn't for me.
Other Cooper firms are available. So that's why I really love Buffalo Books. And then obviously we've worked on your Facebook group, Buffalo Friends. You've even got a Buffalo playlist on Spotify. People want to listen to
that, regularly. I'll just be on my computer and put my playlist on.
But it's all these odd little things. So, the Buffalo playlist, you once again, you said you wanted to stand out. So, you sorted that out, because it's like, if people want to listen to a bit of music, what the type of music you like, and the fact you got your business name from Buffalo Soldier.
Yeah, Bob Marley.
Yeah. So that's on there, and I know that's on there. So it's yeah, exactly. So it's all the little things.
Well, if anyone wants to look.
Oh, I love it. Honestly, go find out the Buffalo playlist, people. If not, check on Becky's emails. It's in the footer. But no, honestly, it's so amazing that all these things. So would you say it's thanks to not just but also thanks to sorting all your branding out, that now your business has helped boom because you've stood out and people know who you are.
100%. So it's not just the visual side of it, which is obviously really important to other people. I mean, I'm not a visual person, so my graphic designer had hard work with me because he's like, what do you want? I was like, well, I don't know what it's going to look like. I can't visualize. So that was fun for him. Thank you, Jordan. But also the actual personal side. So I didn't know coming into business that it would be so much of a case of people buy from people. So I didn't know to be myself because normally I am politely requested to tone myself down.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I 100% know the feeling. You know, and it's once again. I'll tell you what. We'll briefly touch on our age in that mini aspect. You know, whether we're millennials or zennials or whatever you want to throw us into, Gen Z. I think we're right on the cusp in 96. Anyway,
yeah, we're in the border. I think
we're in a grey area. We're in a grey area, but
just
you know, the loudness, and I know not everyone is. You know, things like that, but. We came right into the era of social media, which made people loud and made us loud and things like that. And then in the sense of business, people look at that and go, they're immature. It's like, no, I'm not afraid to stand out. I'm not afraid to be different. I'm not afraid, in the word I use more than anything, unconventional. I'm not afraid to be like that. The product is still absolutely amazing. The service is exceptional. It's just my marketing and the way I approach it is really different to you. And not one of them is wrong. It's just the way we want to approach it.
That's it. I spent my whole childhood being really quiet and shy and timid and was terrified. I felt like I was terrified of everybody all the time. And then something just switched and I was like, you know what? No.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. So I don't mind saying at the beginning of COVID, it took me about 3 months coming onto the online world, figuring out, right, how do I approach now? You know, people in my city knew who I was and the way I was and things like that. But what way do I go about it now? What, you know, am I myself? Am I someone else? Am I more formal? Am I more relaxed? You know, am I just a business name? Am I a personal brand? Am I me?
Yeah.
And it took about 3 months to figure that out. And it was when I say, as you know, the line of the unconventional business coach puts a foot up your ass and wears you like slippers. And I think your spin on that is when you've started doing your elevator pitch, which I'm not going to make you do, but your elevator pitch where we got you to do a rap to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So you telling people about which is making you politely loud, you know, to everyone in the room. Everyone can absorb that. Fun, quirky, once again, unconventional, and shows that, once again, bookkeeping and the industry you're in does not have to be mind-numbing. It just doesn't have to be.
Nope. That's it. I got told when I was quite a bit younger, not a lot younger. I'm going to just believe that. Existential crisis mode today. Now, I worked at a place that was quite big on hiring younger people in, and we had a really, really fun team. Like, everyone thinks that accounting firms are going to be like our grey suits and stuff. It really just isn't. Like, it's not just me. Like, we are pretty bonkers. You have to be. Because it was what Gary, I'll just say his name, Gary, he was like, it's a really boring job. If you don't make it fun, it'll destroy your soul.
Yeah, so, completely right. I've got a feeling accountants are the equivalent of teachers on a night out, because it's kind of like a known thing when teachers are actually on a night out. It's absolutely carnage. Because, I can imagine it's like that with accountants. But look, so obviously we've talked about that and, you know, discovering your personal brand, the way you want to be. And people, you know, it's one of them. Let's be brutally honest. Not everyone likes it.
Nope.
I'm the same.
Partially why I do it, because it automatically attracts the right clients without me actually having to
look for the right clients. Yeah, the people you want to work with. And I'm the exact same. The thing is, when I say that, and, you know, if there's anyone watching on replay or anything like this, I really hope you also absorb this, is they're not disliking you as a person, majority of the time, your time limit. You know, they can digest your approach, and that's the best way to put it. Like, they just can't digest your approach to it, and they're a bit like, "Ooh, that's a bit different from what I'm used to." That doesn't mean they've got a problem with you as a person. It's just your approach to business, life, so on and so on. And I think that's a real key element for people to understand is like, I don't really like them. And it's like, no, do you actually dislike them, or do you just not like their approach because you don't really understand why they're like that? Actually, I think it's that. And it's so important. So let's talk about obviously how much you've grown. Because you touched on to hot desking. And, you know, this is something I've really pushed you to do. Like, really. Honestly, I've really pushed you to do it. But before we talk about that, bear with what we've got here. So we've got, your budgies are tweeting. And then I was a high-level PA in corporate finance. I was a high-level PA in corporate finance for years with a tongue stud. Shocking. What's a tongue? Oh, like a tongue bar.
Like a piercing, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, what can we say? You can't do that in corporate finance. Honestly, I used to turn up to networking meetings with my fold-up bike with a Mickey and Minnie Mouse jumper and my backpack, and I just used to ride in on my little fold-up bike. I didn't care. Caroline Andrew Johnson.
I got called small bike girl at my first job.
But right, no, so hot wrestling. So the reason we've pushed this is because, is it me or is Buffalo growing a bit, Becky?
It is, yeah. It's quite scary. Like in a really exciting way. Like, you know how that borderline between exciting and scary.
But why? I know. Once again, I'm actually not going to answer this for you. You know, it's the reason I can say that, people. If you didn't catch us at the beginning or anything like that, we do work together, so I know pretty much the ins and outs of what's going on in the world of Buffalo Books. But at Buffalo Towers, see what I did there.
Buffalo Field.
Why? Buffalo Field. Yeah. Why was it so important for you to do hot desking? Obviously, there was many reasons, but why was it so important? What made you and us realise that you needed to start working somewhere else?
It's because Ash is really annoying.
That's a part of people.
No, it's not that at all. It's just the change of scenery, the change of environment really helps with my brain space and my mental health. It just puts me in a different mindset, and I'm really stubborn about it because I really like being comfy. But you can be comfy. And there is a really good coffee machine there, which I'm a fan of.
Yeah, but the thing is, completely right. It's like, for example, if I know you've got ADHD as well, I believe.
I don't.
You got other things. I've got ADHD, and we do likely get into places in our mindset where we have to take ourselves away from the home office. And a lot of people say, "Oh, I love working in coffee shops." Think about that. Why do you like working in coffee shops?
Yeah, it's stripping it back, isn't it?
Literally, it's just, why do you like it? Because if you like it, maybe having a home office now isn't for you. I get it, depending on the bank with COVID, things like that. But that's why you've tried it, and you realise there was a couple of things it weren't great for. But you really, and what made us realise this was you had one day, and we brought up your partner. It's because he was out and about, and it was the first time, basically, most of COVID, that you've had the full space to yourself to work on. And he was like, "I've got so much done." All right, we need to look at this, because actually maybe the space you're in isn't the most productive space for you. And
it is for certain tasks. Like for certain tasks, well, not admin-based tasks. That's much better in an office because I can just get through it. Whereas like speaking to people, being on meetings, having calls with clients, things like that, I do find that better in my own environment because I'm more comfortable and more me. I don't feel like I'm wondering who's listening. But yeah, it's for actual sitting down, doing my VAT returns, doing my payroll, doing my admin tasks, which there are a lot of in accountancy. It's just great to just have that space, and it's just amazing. I can't believe it actually worked. I'm really annoyed.
She's annoyed because I was right, people.
Yes.
But the main thing was actually looking at this, understanding this, and doing something with it. And that's why we said try it. And, don't get me wrong, I understand, where some people possibly based, hot desking might not be the cheapest, but in some cities, it can be quite cheap. Like, I know yours is, for example, but some cities it can be. Yeah, but when I say hot desking, it doesn't have to be an office block. And people go, "What do you mean by that?" And I'm like, put a post out on Facebook, your LinkedIn. Does anyone have a spare office or a spare room in their building that you can sublet off them? Because they'll probably already have Wi-Fi. They'll probably have a car park.
Yep.
If they've got a spare room or office, they're not really using it. They want to earn a bit of extra cash off it. No matter how small or big it is, ask to rent it. Make it your own space. For me, my offices with the lights and things, I make this my space. That's what it's all about. And you can do that in a hot desking place. And it's, once again, I have a client calls, even with yourself, Becky, working in an era, and it's great, but sometimes it's not the greatest. So actually maybe having a second designated space I could work makes it so much better.
It just gives you the variety as well.
Oh, God, yeah.
And then if 100%. You do have a problem in one, you can move to the other. Like if your internet goes down or something, you're not completely stuck not working for the day, are you? So
So let's talk about the big kind of side plan of Buffalo. Buffalo charity.
Yes.
So you're going to be starting a charity, aren't you?
Yes. So I'm looking to have like a Buffalo Foundation. And basically, it's not all ironed out with all the bells and whistles yet, but it's just something about giving back because that's all I want, like to share it out. I mean, long run, I want to have a farm with trainees, like, and school being able to outsource, like, extracurricular farming education. That'd be great. But no, for the meantime, slow down. Yeah, it would be great to be able to give back to charity in the same way that I'm looking to hire an apprentice so that I can give that opportunity to someone. I mean, well, at least one person, because that's how I started. So massively appreciative of the person who gave me a chance with no work experience, fresh out of school. It's just sharing, basically. It's no fun on your own. It's a lonely world as a business owner.
No, and I was thinking about this and was like, obviously it makes sense to do a form of like a Buffalo Sanctuary or Buffalo Foundation, or even if it's for buffaloes, I'll just call it the Buffalo Foundation and choosing who we're donating money to. But it's kind of one of them where people go, there's so many other charities, and it's like, yeah, but making a difference somewhere and it tying into the business is what it's like. I love this about you. You're absolutely obsessed with sometimes the little details, such as even putting on your website the tree thing that I sent you last week, where if people leave a testimonial, a tree gets planted as a plugin. I was like, oh my God, I want it, I'm having it. And it's like, how
immediately
great. Yeah, literally, it's just one of them little things. It's like people leave you a testimonial, a tree gets planted. And it's like, that's amazing. Like them really little things really matter. So look, we're coming towards the end of the show. Let's talk about your birthday, because if anyone once again is tuning in late, it is Becky's birthday. What are you doing for your birthday today?
I'm spending some time with my new friend.
I'm worried about this.
It's Maud the mango.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
She's amazing. Now I've got some new plants. I've got a massive amount of new artisan cheeses.
Yeah.
Like really cool cheeses that I've never had before, and they stink, so I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's going to be amazing. People know me so well.
People are really going to fall out with me for this. I don't dislike cheese. I just don't see the fad with it. I just don't see the fad with cheese. Like
have you actually had any proper cheeses though, Callum?
Yes.
Have you ever roasted a camembert and had it with some bread dipped in and some rosemary and some garlic? Have you ever had an époisse?
Camembert.
Have you ever eaten brie like it's a slice of cheese? Like these are the funniest things in life.
And any blue cheese are the worst cheeses in the whole world.
You are rubbish.
It's like literally someone's grated the hard skin off the bottom of the feet and melted it down.
I've got a really nice blue vein cheese in the fridge. I'm excited.
Here we go. Right, so Beryl. So we've got Claire Napper saying she loves your foundation. So does Lucy. But then we've got Caroline like Becky loves her cheese. Claire's like hashtag cheese is life. Can we start that as a hashtag today for Becky's birthday? Hashtag cheese is life. And then also good luck with it all, Becky Cooper. Amazing. So Becky, I'm going to kick you off the show.
Before you do, I just want everybody in the world to know that my amazing partner has bought me a buffalo cheese.
Well. There we go.
See you later.
Right, Becky, thank you so much for coming on the show on your birthday. I didn't even realise, did I? You booked yourself in, and I just love the fact when I ask everyone to come on the show, I'm like, oh, so what do you want to talk about? She just put, it's my birthday, that is all. So, yes, on that note, don't go anywhere, I'll kick you backstage, I'll talk to you in a second. Have a fabulous day, enjoy the rest of your birthday, and yeah, thanks for coming on.
Bye!
Isn't she a gem? She's an absolute gem. So thank you so much for tuning into the business show today by Quack TV, because why watch Quack TV? Well, you can watch Quack TV. Remember, you can catch every replay on YouTube. It's up this corner, about there. So make sure you go and find us. Links in the comment, on the post, one or the other. Anyway, make sure you tune in on Wednesday. There is no show tomorrow because I'm governing all day. I'm a school governor, if people didn't know. So yes, on Wednesday, make sure you tune in for me and Matt Johnson, who was actually the man that got me into school governing, and we are also talking about personal branding. So on that note, everyone, as I say, every single show, in the words of my nana, if you can't be good, be careful. If you can't be careful, don't get caught.